Okay, this is the video uh, for the project Fixit 1.6, and here we are going to start uh, giving hints about how to navigate the workbook, work in protected view, entering and editing data, entering formulas, applying number formats using autofill, etc. So let's go over the instructions. Uh, As always, when we open, the file will be named automatically. It will have your name, you don't change that. So also if the workbook opens in protected view, click enable editing. So let's see how do we start from step 3. Okay, so here we have that the worksheet is missing a title. So well, the first thing that they want us to do is to type in the title in cell A1 exercise log. So let's go back here to, so here we have A1, this is A1, you can see that from the name box, and column A, row 1, and the name they wanted was exercise log. Okay, so here we have exercise goal, daily goal 20. Okay, so we are going to do some corrections on this worksheet and this workbook, since as you can see there are some errors that we have, and we will see soon what is all that about. Let's go over the different things that we have to do. The daily goal should be 2, not 20, so we're going to correct that on cell D1. So let's say daily goal 2 and enter. Now we have some dates missing from cells A5 to A10, so we are going to use autofill. So let's see that they mention A5 to A10, so these are the spaces that are empty here. But we have a date in A4, so if we actually, to do an autofill, we have to go to the bottom right corner of the cell once you selected the cell, and then you drag it, click and drag it, and that will enter the dates. Anytime that you have to do, something like this applies basically to almost every type of entry. For example, if I put, say, Monday, just to give an example, Monday, I do the same thing. It will fill the days of the week for me. It will do the same thing with the months of the year, etc. And we can use that feature actually to fill data faster. Okay, so the exercise log will be more useful if the date show the day of the week in addition to the date. So we're going to change the date of the format for the cells A4 to A10 to display the format of date of the week and then the month, day, and year. So when we go back, we could do this several different ways. Let me extend this. Okay, let me leave it here. One way that you can do this is just to select everything, right click, and you're going to see in the options, when you right click, you are going to get a content menu. So you can go to format cells, and in format cells, right now you see that we have a date, and it's a short date. This will be using the day. So that's one way that we can do it. Let me cancel that. Another way will be to go here to date, instead of using short date, long date. Any way that you decide to do it, that's basically what they want. Okay, now we have the mileage for each day should use the comma style number format. Okay, that's in C4 to C10. So C4 to C10, they want the comma style number format. Again, any of the formats, the way that you want to do it, by right clicking, get the dialog box after the menu content, and right now it's number, but we want to use comma, so we click on the use 1000 separator. Okay, it doesn't change anything since we don't have all the values go say from 2, 3, 2, and that's it. Okay, so let's see. Now we need to enter formulas using the sum function in cells B11 to C11 to calculate the weekly total minutes and miles. Okay, so this is the weekly total, which this is misspelled. Probably they will say to correct that later. So now you can either actually type and then say sum, or you can go to AutoSum and there you have it, the sum from B4 to B10. Or let me cancel that. You can go to insert function, get sum, which is right now in most recently used, but if you go to say math, here we have sum. And basically sum from B4 to B10. Any of those methods that you use, you will get basically the same result. So we can copy this, and this is the total amount of miles. Okay, now we have the formulas in the under over goal column are not quite right. We are going to fix that. Let me explain what is wrong with this. When you see something like this, it means that you are using a formula, but the formula is getting the data from a value that is invalid. For example, how can you know that where it's coming from? Well, we can click here on the formula bar, and the formula bar is going to tell you right away, oh, okay, we are using this cell for the formula and this cell from the formula. Now you notice this is a title, this is not a number. What they actually meant is to use this value, the daily goal. So let me hit escape. Now if you see this, so you see the miles too, and here is over under the goal, which is basically a subtraction between the miles and the actual goal. Now, as probably they did, they copy this all the way down and they got these results with this problem. Now, the reason is because in this formula, D1 is a relative reference, which means when you copy the formula, that goes down, that reference goes down. Like for example here, instead of referring to D1, which is the correct one, is making a reference to D3. So to leave it fixed or absolute, or what we have to do is to press function key forward, F4, and it will have $D, $1. The $sign means that it cannot change. So it cannot change the column, it cannot change the row when you copy it. So let's do this. And now those are the correct values. See, 2 miles right there, 3 is over the goal, 3 over the goal, and if I change this to 1, let's say, it will be under the goal with a negative. Okay, so now here we go. There may be spelling errors. Be sure to use spelling checker before you finish the project. So here we have, so in review, spelling, and right here we have total. We can correct that, we can change it. Let's say yes, spell check complete, everything is good. Now they want us to preview how the worksheet will look when printed. This cannot be graded, but let's go here to file. Actually, let me show you. You have to click on file, then go to print, which actually you can do this by just pressing Ctrl P, print, and once you do this, see, you can preview how everything will look. Okay, that's it. Then you have to save it and upload the file. Okay, so let's go and upload the file. This probably will be in downloads. So started with exercise. Actually no. Start with my name. Okay, so, and that's the same way that is going to happen to yours. Start with your name and then exercise 2013, fix it. Okay, uploading the file. The times that you are not ready, just click here and then it will be saved in a SimNet. Otherwise you can submit and it will be graded immediately. Okay, now 75%. Let's see what happened. Okay, okay, the mileage for each day should use the comma style number format. Correct the number format in cell C4 to C10. Let's see. So basically taking points out of every single cell that goes, say, from this to this. And actually the format that I see is that basically it's using decimal values, which I didn't see in the instructions, but let's check it. Okay, let's go to format cells. Number, two decimal places. Okay, let me see. Should use the comma style number format. Okay, so it's number format, comma style. Let's say okay. Let's save it. And now let's go back. Okay, submit it. Okay, now incorrect 0, partial 2. Let's see what they want now. So using some function. Oh, okay, yeah. It's because I changed one of the values. I didn't notice that. The same thing here. R 0.51, not quite right. Okay, let me see what are the original values. 2, 3, 2.25, 2.50. Okay, I see. Let's change those values. 0.25, 2.5. I remember I changed one value, and it was this one. It's supposed to be 2.25. I changed it to 1 and then I put back 1, which I didn't see because it didn't have the decimals. Okay, so let's save it again. Let's go back again. In this case I have no item remaining because it's only 2, but the next time that is done is going to be 100 if I had the opportunity. For this is good to see the errors and how to correct the errors, because sometimes you go like really fast over the instructions and you don't notice these things. So in this case I was trying to show you different values, and I didn't notice that they didn't change back to the correct value, and that's what happened. I hope that this helps you to do this project and to be aware what things you have to do.